First and foremost, rest in peace to L.A. Capone, man. His killer, Lil Mick, actually won his appeal, so he got his time dropped. They saying he gonna get out in like 2034. L.A. been dead what? This year will be 13 years because he died in 2013. So September this year will be 13 years. A lot of people are saying, why is it that, Rondo and D Rose, why their appeals didn't come through, but his appeals came through? I'm going to tell y'all why I feel like his appeal came through versus their appeal. Pause, because this might actually be helpful. There's a banking app called Current with a bunch of useful features, and one of the main ones lets you access up to $750 of your paycheck early if you qualify. With Current, you get a full set of features like paycheck advance, fee-free overdraft, the bill card, and more. Now, paycheck advance is my favorite, but if you're focused on building credit or just want a smoother way to manage your money, it handles everything in one app. I actually like the app myself, which is why I partner with them. And right now, they're giving away $75 to anyone who signs up using my link or scans the QR code on the screen, Street Newz. If you scan the QR code, it'll take you straight to the sign-up page where you can create your account. Just go through the normal sign-up step, enter your information, and order your current card. After you complete these steps, you'll see the option pop up to enter my promo code, which unlocks a $75 bonus when you switch your direct deposit. So make sure you go through the full sign-up process so you don't miss it. If you ever feel like managing money is stressful or tight sometimes, it's definitely worth just checking out because that's literally what it's designed for. Helping people like you stay more on top of their finances. And now back to regular scheduled program. Look, Mick, them, all of them told. Now, initially he was told on, and then he ended up telling. Remember, Big A was on the case too, the female from 051, but she ended up being killed before they actually nabbed her. Okay, so they told on Mick, and then Mick started telling. This shit happened early on versus Rondo, C-Day, and D Rose. They chose to keep it real. Don't say nothing. Now, Lil Mick is going to be looked at as a snitch because if he snitched, he snitched. But Lil Mick is going to get out. And all of those guys I just named are going to eventually get out one day, but we talking 2050s, 2060s. You know what I'm saying? I mean, goddamn. Like, that's crazy. He's definitely going to be out, man. So he might be out before the 2034 date, Who's to say? But like I said, man, he's definitely coming home, man. You don't want to end up doing football numbers. You don't want to end up in a position where you got to tell on nobody. Don't be out here doing dumb shit. Real talk. Don't be out here doing dumb shit. The main concern for y'all should have been to get some money. And a lot of y'all were in great positions to get money. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers like D Rose you could have got money just off your name. Being a shitty rapper. Rondo was a shitty rapper, and he was getting money before he got locked up. You know what I'm saying? As was C-Day, The main motivation should be to get some money, to get y'all family out of that, that poverty-stricken situation. Straight up. That's not what I'm seeing. Which leads me to my next story. There's a guy, a shorty, named Lil Vino. He's TikTok famous as hell, right? They saying that shorty ended up killing the dude over some pro pads. Now, pro pads are like, it's like a device that's used to like start cars, if I'm not mistaken. I ain't never been into stealing cars and shit like that. So, I would know, I've never used them, but from what I hear, the device becomes a duplicate key. Shorty ended up killing a guy, allegedly, that he was doing this shit with. They was going out stealing cars together. You know what I'm saying? They was going out stealing cars, strikers and shit like that, doing hits out of them, which Shorty rapped about and Shorty talked about all the time on his TikTok. But I think what confuses people is the fact that these shorties are bipolar as hell, right? You'll see them dancing and shit, you know what I'm saying? And then they will hop fresh off of a TikTok post right on your ass. That's what I think is confusing. So it's easy to underestimate a lot of these shorties, because they don't look aggressive. Like, come on, man, shorty shaking his ass on TikTok, will whop the bam, but guess what? They'll blow you down.
Hey, Damn! Hold on, gang. What this is, gang? Where you get this from, gang? Car, alright, I'm in the whip, gang. My bad. Hold on, I'm finna get in, gang. I'm in this bitch. Alright.
Hey, take the bitch car, make it a hit.
Alright, I'm recording, blood. Damn, my dude. Hey, dog in this bitch. Damn, I'm flying back.
18-year-old boy is now facing murder charges in a 2025 murder and armed robbery of another 17-year-old boy in Wicker Park. This happened back on November 15th on Honore and Milwaukee. The 17-year-old was arrested on Saturday after being identified as one of the offenders in that shooting. There's no word yet on any other suspects facing charges.
Shorty could have been at goddamn it Casa Streamer University or something right now because he got a hell of a following. Getting money, but still in the streets, going crazy, catching bodies, doing dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Shorty's gonna get charged for first-degree murder. A man and a teenage boy face murder charges in what prosecutors say was a planned robbery that ended with the 17-year-old shot dead in a Wicker Park alley. Davier White, 18, and Melvin Thomas, 17, are each charged with murder and armed robbery in the November 15 killing of Xavier Coletti, 17, whose body was found in the alley behind the 1500 block of North Honorary Street. Surveillance video from around 1:44 a.m. captures a Jeep pulling to a stop in the alley. White steps out of the back seat holding a rifle and fires it into the open door. Then watches as Coletti climbs out and tries to run, prosecutors said. White allegedly fired again as Coletti fled and fell to the pavement. As White climbed back into the Jeep, Thomas allegedly got out of the vehicle wearing a hoodie with the word death printed across the front. Prosecutors said he ran to where Coletti lay on the ground and bent down until a male voice is heard on the footage saying, "I got the pad, I got the pad, come on." Thomas then returned to the Jeep and it drove away. He was lured into an alley, set up, and left to take his last breath alone, relatives of Coletti said in a GoFundMe campaign. Chicago police officers responded to a shots fired call found Coletti unresponsive in the alley. He died a short time later. Investigators recovered multiple rifle casings and Coletti's phone at the scene. That phone became central to the case. Prosecutors say one of Coletti's Instagram accounts contained messages with a user whose associated phone number is registered to a grandparent of Thomas. The messages sent the night of the killing show the two were making plans to meet up. One message included a request for Coletti to bring his ProPad, a device prosecutors say can be used to steal cars. Prosecutors said Coletti and White had once been arrested together in a stolen vehicle. When police later recovered White's phone during an unrelated arrest, they found screenshots of those same Thomas/Coletti conversations, along with separate messages between White and Thomas that prosecutors say show the two men conspiring to rob Coletti. Cell phone location data for both men placed them in the area of the murder at the time of the shooting, and the data tracked with the Jeep's movements before, during, and after the killing, according to prosecutors. Investigators allegedly found a video on Thomas's social media in which he appears to be wearing the same death hoodie seen in the surveillance footage. Thomas has a significant history in the juvenile justice system. Prosecutors said he was arrested in January 2025 while fleeing a stolen vehicle that had just been used in an armed robbery, pleaded guilty to a gun charge, and received juvenile probation. Less than a month later, he was arrested again for possessing a stolen motor vehicle and again received juvenile probation. He was on both of those probations at the time of Coletti's killing. So he definitely wasn't innocent. They was going together, robbery, stuff like that. It just is what it is, y'all. Y'all shorty can't be out here doing this shit. Y'all ain't gonna get caught. They got cameras everywhere, and it looks like y'all made everything. That chopper dumping. You know what I'm saying? My money going all shit. Y'all on camera. Fingerprints and DNA left in certain places. Y'all, they got text messages between y'all and the victim, and then text messages between y'all saying that y'all gonna set up the victim. Y'all basically fried. Like, it's really over with for real. And again, another young man bites the dust that had 1 foot out the door and 1 foot in. What do I mean by that? That man was gone, man. That man got all type of shit going on. You know, little dude was actually getting some motherfucking money, and here he is finna have to fight for his life for some pro pads. You know? Real talk, man. I don't be understanding it, but it is what it is. You know, these shorties, they don't use critical thinking at all. You know? We got to figure this out, y'all. We got to do something to encourage these shorties, man, to begin to use their head, because as y'all can see, they not doing that. You find them more shorties that are successful and fucking up after they done already damn near made it than you do shorties that's really out here that really need it. You know what I'm saying? That's really out here hungry for real, man. It's crazy, man. But anyway, y'all know what I like to say. Never put too much trust in friends. Learn how to use enemies and try not to get slimed out. It's your boy, SNTV. I'm out.
What you're watching right now is the moments where Corey Bro said he was shot by Jerry Huggins after he was defending his daughter from Huggins and two other teens who he said was bullying her. Today, Huggins accepted a plea deal from attempted murder to aggravated second-degree battery, which he can be sentenced up to 15 years.
This is terrible. So I'm satisfied. Honestly, I know emotionally, I would love to do more. Like, I would love to send, like, I'd do 15 years minimum. And I mean in the hot sun.
Huggins' sentencing is set for this Wednesday.
Now, y'all know SNTV loves some free cash, so I had to try this. And the good thing about it is, you could be in the bed, you could be at work, hell, you could be on the toilet and make money. Why not? Gas is high as hell out here, y'all. Get up to it. Either hit this QR code right here or click the link in the description.